Yo, what's good YouTube? I'm back at it with another video. Lately I've been listening to a lot of Ouhboy type beats on YouTube, and I kind of took some time to really listen to all his beats, and then I went ahead and created a beat kind of in his style, and I thought to myself, why not show you guys how I made this beat? I think this beat turned out super fire. I think it's one of the best beats I made last year, honestly. So yeah man, let's just get straight to it. So I'm here in FL, the beat is at 115 BPM. Ouhboy makes a lot of like club trap beats and also really fire beats with a lower BPM than the normal trap beat that is around 140. A lot of his beats are around 115 to 125. So yeah, first off, how this beat started, I went into Contact and I found this Hybrid Keys preset. It's the Haunting Score preset, and I laid down these very simple chords in the A sharp minor scale, and this is how it turned out. So to that, I added just a parametric EQ just to keep it very simple, just to keep the low end. I felt like that was already a pretty solid sound, so I didn't really want to add too many effects to it. Next up, I opened another instance of Contact, and this time I went into Mallet Flux, which is one of my favorite Contact libraries. I really recommend you guys to get it. And I picked this Marimba preset and went into the effects and turned off the reverb. I picked this hard long preset. Pause. And I laid down the same chords, but just this time arpeggiated. Now I arpeggiated this manually because I just prefer how I did it rather than the way FL does it. So yeah, this is how it sounds. Super fire. I found this to be so simple but super fire at the same time. And to this I added, again, kept it very simple. I added a simple parametric EQ to cut the lows. With the keys it sounds like this. So yeah, you got the idea. And then I wanted to kind of add a counter melody, so I opened up Contact again and picked this electric Sunburst library, and I picked the Ibiza preset. And I pretty much took the same MIDI from the Marimba. This is what it sounds like without any effects. As you can see, I pitched it up 2 octaves in the Contact, but then I added a halftime and a bit of some fruity reverb. I think I just pulled up the dry and wet knob a little bit just to make it a bit louder and more reverb. And this is what it sounds like now.
Young Twan.
As you can see, I took a lot of it down in the EQ, but this is what it sounds like all together.
Young Twan.
And so next up, I heard in a lot of Ouhboy's beats, he uses a lot of flute phrases as his main top melodies. So I went into Arcade and I took this Mountain Palace preset. It's just the same 4-bar pattern. I don't really tend to use Arcade, but for flute phrases, I gotta admit it's pretty fire. And so yeah, all together, it sounds like this basically. Well, first it leads in like this, and then it drops with the flute. Then I noticed in a lot of Ouhboy's beats, he switches between the 808 and the synth bass to kind of give it more bounce and just add variety to his beats. So I went in Omnisphere. Oh yeah, by the way, for the flute, I just added a parametric EQ and a Valhalla vintage verb. And so for the synth bass, I used this Synth Bass My Shit preset from, I think it's from an eTrue Omnisphere bank. And I copied the root notes and I laid this down. Took the highs down.
Young Twan.
Basically, all the melodies together sound like this. And then it just leads like that. So I noticed in a lot of Ouhboy's beats, his melodies are key to get his sound, but also his drum. So I laid down a very simple drum pattern with only 4 sounds, as you can see, with just a clap. With the hi-hats, I played the hi-hats in 3rd beat and then an open hat. And then finally, I added the 808. I feel like Ouhboy really has his own unique bounce with his 808, and altogether the drums sound like this. Super hard, super hard. Palace Riser. Shout out to Palace, man.
Young Twan.
The arrangement for this is pretty simple. It's a long, it's a 16-bar intro with the synth bass coming in for the second half, a 16-bar chorus with the flute and without the synth bass and the 808, a 24-bar verse, little breakdown bridge type thing, and then just the same thing over and over again. And then the outro, the piano and the marimba. Also, I did this little thing here on the second part of the middle part of the verse, where's the synth bass comes and then the 808 comes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I tried my best to kind of replicate the Ouhboy sound. Let me know what you thought of this beat, if it was fire or not. Follow me on Instagram. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video. It really helps me out. Still don't have a microphone stand. I'm still waiting on it. So yeah. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.